Ladies and gentlemen, our next fight is a welterweight bout. Fighting in the red corner, representing EFR. Please welcome to the octagon, Michael Glendenning. And his opponent, fighting in the blue corner, representing GMAC MMA. Please welcome to the octagon, Nick Rebreanu.
Right. So easy. Tell me, how was your life as a youngster?
Ruthless. My style is a juvenile. Ran with a gang, slanged in the meanwhile, banking. I specialize in ganking white, Mexican brothers and others daily. It's all about coming up, making sure no punks are running up. Because I'm a gangster having fun. Strapped with the gat when I'm walking through Compton. Terrible. I never listened to my mother. It went in one ear and out the other. Ran my gang, so undercover. Call a girl out of name. Yo, I ain't no lover. I'm a pimp. Mac Daddy looking for the dollar. At 13, I bought a 6'4" Impala. Rolling and running from the police. Brother, don't you know? You can't trust a thief or thug convict, hoodlum or criminal. Leave your car open, gang for your stereo. Hard and raw, no regard for the law.
Easy E, were you ever caught slipping?
Hell no, just tripping off 8 balls. And girls ain't nothing but female dogs to me, bitches. I'm sorry for that verse, it's in my nature. I got a curse. Out anybody getting on my nerves, you get beat, ganked, broken, served. So, you know who I am. And if you don't like it, I really don't give a damn.
I see. So you're rather violent.
Sometimes.
Okay. What would be the situation when you so-called drank someone?
Waiting for some people to leave. I got another trick up my sleeve. Step with pep to the back of the house, looked in. All the lights are out. Grab the door.
Michael Glendenning of EFR already in the cage with a 2-2 record. He's got Nick Rebreanu in front of him in the red shorts. Nick is a fascinating fighter, a really good southpaw, cuts great angles, excellent striking, good head movement.
I can tell you now as well, Paul, Michael is a fantastic boxer as well. I remember watching him at the Long Tower when we had a chaos show there, and his stand-up is incredible. So this is the potential to be fight of the night.
Yeah, well, Michael's 2-2, but his only 2 losses came to Kenny Makunawana and Adam Darby, who are both established professionals in major organisations now. So, oh my God, 4th fight where we've got a shot below the belt. But Nick is very effective with the lead leg teep here in this southpaw position. His calf kicks with that rear leg are very good.
Ooh,
Goes high with that one. cuts great angles. He's 2-1. His only loss came to Dewey Harrison, who's a tough opponent for anybody. But he has good wins over Gira Undruls and Marco Cardillo. And a straight ankle lock win on his record, actually, over Gira Undruls. He's looking to elicit a bit of grappling here. Drops down for a single now and tries to go high crotch. Glendenning is being impactful with these shots. He's not allowing Rebreanu to have it all his own way against the fence. Liking that little bite he has on the leg. Turns Glendenning around. Excellent work by Rebreanu to get the fight to the floor. That's a takedown I love to see, that little reversal. And he's looking to progress that position now as well, trying to stuff that knee and climb over and past that guard. And Glendenning just doing well to frame and use that wrist control to slow his opponent's progression down a little. Rebreanu trying to fire back now with a little bit of ground and pound. Representing CMAC, and he's got a decent stock in his corner there. Keith Kyo and Alexander O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan coming off a massive statement victory on Cage Warriors just a week ago. All the fighters in CMAC looking to follow his path to the professional ranks. They've got a great handful of amateur fighters building up a wealth of experience, and Rebreanu is one of the latest now. Into that side control position. Which again, it's not the greatest position for landing strikes because you kind of have to give up a bit of your position of security in order to land strikes. He's doing it here, but they're just short shots as opposed to the half guard where you can posture up a bit more and land with a bit more conviction. Slides over almost into that full mount, but great work by Glendenning to recover that half guard. Good opening first round. You would imagine Rebreanu would be slightly happier with the workload that he put in, but all to play for. 2 more rounds to go.
Gave another squeeze, heard it click. Yo, my shit is stuck. Tried to cock it, it wouldn't shoot. Now I'm in danger. Finally pulled it back and saw 3 bullets caught up in the chamber. So now I'm jetting to the building lobby, and it was full of children. Probably couldn't see as high as I be. It's like the game ain't the same. Got younger niggas pulling the triggers, bringing fame to their name and claim some corners. Cruise without guns or corners. In broad daylight, stick up kids, they run up on us. 4-5s and gauges, max and facts. Same niggas that catch you back to back, snatching your cracks in black. There was a snitch on the block, getting niggas knocked. So hold your stats till the coke price drop. I know this crackhead who said she gotta smoke nice rock. And if it's good, you
Seconds
bring
out,
your
we are ready for
customers
round
and
number
manage
2.
but yo, you gotta slide on a vacation inside the
Lovely 1-2 there by Michael Glendenning to open second round, and found a target for both of those shots. Rebreanu just stalking his prey and trying to find that that correct range with which to fire that straight left. One of his better weapons, but that high kick lands and gets a smile out of Glendenning because he knows that one found a home. Southpaw against orthodox, that rear leg and that rear hand, both of those shots become readily available. Rebreanu in on that shot now, that he's trying to connect to a double. Clasps the hands, lifts his opponent a little bit, but good balance by Glendenning. And a beautiful reversal. Very impressive work. Glendenning trying to climb up the guard a little bit. Is he thinking about a triangle or an arm lock attempt? Nice short right hand to the jaw of Rebreanu there in that exchange. Chasing submissions off his back here is Glendenning, and keeping Rebreanu on his toes. Rebreanu having to keep his posture low and just stay safe a little bit. Those consistent submission attacks are there, and does the right thing, pops to his feet. Now he's going to have to watch out for the up kicks. Smashes down to try and pass that guard. There's an up kick there, but Rebreanu looking at the ref saying, what the hell, like that's surely a kick to a grounded opponent, but he's not grounded if he doesn't have 3 points of weight-bearing contact on the floor. It looked like he was back on his toes when the kick landed, so it's fair game at that point.
Michael definitely looks dangerous in these exchanges.
Yeah, he's growing in confidence in the second round for sure, hasn't he? Big overhand of Rebreanu ducks underneath.
But I think that's good fighter IQ by Nick to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And Denning was definitely finding a home for some shots.
A good round.
Very, very good work. Referee Deck Larkin now just exchanging, explaining to the fighter that was not an illegal strike. You're in that squatted down position where you're on your toes. You don't have a hand posted heavy on the floor. That's not 3 points of contact. So you're there to be kicked.
When the roses are thrown, M&M's are yellow, and the light bulbs around my mirror don't flicker. Everybody gets a nice autograph picture, one for you and one for your sister who had to work tonight but is an avid listener. Every song's a favorite song and mics don't feedback. All the reviewers say you need to go and see that, and everybody claps cause everybody is pleased, and then they all take the stage and start performing for me like ha 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 ha. If you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear.
It's the third and final round. This one could be fairly finely balanced going into this round. Both fighters have had moments of success. Could be all to play for. Rebreanu looking to go back to work and use that left leg kick either to the body or to the head. We haven't seen him throw out that lead leg teep that he's used in his previous fights. Haven't seen him utilise the calf kick either, but has an interesting southpaw striking style. Finds the home with that kick to the body. And then he tags him with a left hook, and then a little straight right, corkscrew right to the body. And again, beautiful entry by Rebreanu.
Yeah.
Times those shots so well, doesn't he? As soon as he sees Glendenning get overly comfortable and loose with the strikes, just waits to see the shoulder move and just drops levels and in on the hips. Glendenning now threatening again with that close guard. Rebreanu looking to posture up and try and land a big shot there, but Glendenning using that wrist control just to try and keep a little bit control over what's happening with his opponent and make him think twice about taking unnecessary risks. He might be in on an arm lock attempt here. He's got a little bit of a bite on that right arm of Rebreanu. Doesn't have the space, but gets that leg over the face now. If he can extend his hips, he could be on his way to a victory. Rebreanu doing well now to sprawl back on top, bring his weight back on top, and just allows him now to stack his opponent. It's a bit of a tricky position. The arm is in danger, but Rebreanu just has an S grip of his own hands, and he's doing well to just keep safe here at the moment. He finishes up in side control. Glendenning just constantly trying to be active off his back here, but Might be running out of time to turn this one around.
Looking at the triangle there.
Yeah,
Oh.
thought about it, but he just wasn't able to get the bite on it. And Rebreanu climbs into that high side mount. Again, as I said, it's difficult to land impactful shots there because you have to really take your weight a little off the opponent to do so. I much prefer now to be in a half guard position to do that when shots are involved. Ten-second clacker, and Rebreanu's going to ride out this round on top, landing a couple of shots, just enough to stay busy. There we go, 3 rounds in the books. Very interested to see what way the scorecards go here.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for a war! And your winner by unanimous decision in the blue corner, Nick
How are you
Rebreanu!
So, Ethan, tell me, how was your life as a youngster?
Ruthless. My style